You're watching and listening to the Pulse WV Live, a network that beats to the heart of God. I'm your host, John Fowler. Hope you're having a great day. And we're talking about 31 days of healing. And you can get your copy of this 31 days of Bible study and healing prayer on johnfowler.org. Go to the website and you're able to get it. Here's what we're talking about. Renewal starts with surrender. And this is the third part of the journal, 31 Days of Healing Prayer, a journey to physical, emotional, and spiritual wholeness. If you want that today, stick around because we're going to really get into this today that I think will help you. So glad to have you all tuned in. Paul said, "Create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me." And that's Psalm 51:10. And think about that. I mean, he really was a train wreck for a while. I mean, he should have been out on the battlefield. Instead, he's in his palace, lusting after Bathsheba, getting her pregnant, having her husband killed, so he wouldn't find out, up on the front line. I mean, it's just a horrible thing that took place. And are you the type that needs a clean heart? Are you someone that has really been dealing with things to where you just can't seem to get it right? Well, let me tell you something. David was full of failure and David was full of sin. And aren't there some days that we just trip over ourselves and we just can't seem to get it right? But the thing about it is he had a heart for God. And I know you have a heart for God. And I know you want to see great things happen in your life, but you can't seem to get over some of the hurdles that are strickening you, basically. So here's what you have to think about as we talk about today's topic. We wrestle with surrendering our flesh and our will to God. Our flesh is not saved. Our spirit is saved, but our flesh is not saved. So what happens is our spirit, as we feed our spirit, as we allow our spirit to have reign, because it's God's spirit that is within inside of us, when we do that, then our flesh will change. It will behave differently if we are obeying God. So renewal doesn't begin with strength. It begins with release. And what are some of the things that we have to release? Well, let's get into this. One of the things that we have to surrender is clutter. I mean, our brains are so cluttered with so many different things. And so we have to figure out how we can clear the clutter from our brain. And that is, first of all, we have to renew our minds. So we have to renew our minds on a day-to-day basis. That's with a podcast. That's with a Bible study. That's with spending time in prayer, talking to Jesus. People say, well, I don't have time to do that. They say, well, I don't have time to do it. Well, you had time to get ready for work. You had time to put your clothes on. So you should have time to spend time with God. Kathy Henning, my sister, says, I'm doing my study each day. It's a great study. So we encourage you to get into it. 31 Days of Healing Prayer, a journey to physical, emotional, and spiritual wholeness. You can get it on johnfowler.org. So as we surrender, it will clear the clutter, and here's 3 different points that will help you. You can't be renewed while holding on to everything that is weighing you down. So as things are weighing you down, it may be financial, it may be spiritual, it may be emotional, it may be an addiction, it may be a past hurt that you're dealing with. Well, yeah, you can't get renewed until you release that. And how you release that is you give it to God. You say, God, I can't carry this. This is part of the surrender. Putting it on the cross, so to speak, every day is what we have to do. Is we say, Father, I can't carry this. You may have gone through a bad divorce and you just have so much resentment inside of you and you can't seem to move forward. Well, what you do is you say, God, I can't deal with it. And you give it to Him and you quit dealing with it and allow Him to heal you. And you say, well, how does He do it? I can't tell you how He does it, but I know that He does. Here's one of the things: bitterness, pride, and fear. It takes up so much space in our head, and God wants to fill that space where there's fear, where there's pride, and where there's bitterness. So as we empty ourselves As we get rid of self out of the flesh, then it has to be replaced with something. So you replace it with God. So that little chamber of your heart that has bitterness in it, if you can surrender that, then what will happen is God will fill that spot and bitterness can't come back. If you have resentment, in that little part of your heart, well, if you surrender that, put it on the cross and say, God, I can't carry this. I have to let you heal me of this. And then once you do, man, then God replaces the bitterness with Him, which is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, and gentleness, which are the fruits of the Spirit. Third thing is this: surrendering invites God to cleanse, not just patch up our heart. He'll cleanse us. The Bible tells us that He cleanses us from all unrighteousness. And I know every one of us has unrighteousness in our heart. That's why David said, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right spirit within me. Psalm 51:10. Okay, you ready for the next one? Here we go. Here's topic 2 that goes along with what we're talking about. Renewing starts with surrender. So here it is. Surrender realigns your focus. So when we stop trying to fix everything ourselves, we allow God to lead. See, here's what people say. If I can quit smoking, drinking, cussing, I'll come to God. Well, that's not how He wants you. He wants you just as you are. And then He'll change you. He'll make you into what He wants you to be instead of what you think you should be. So renewal starts when we shift from I've got this to God's got this. And that's what we need to change to. You can't change yourself. It has to be God. And allow Him into your heart. Allow Him to have a key to your heart, because you've got it chained down so much that nobody's going to get in there. Nobody's going to get in your heart. Nobody's going to ever hurt you again. Nobody is ever going to deceive you again, and you're not going to allow anybody to do that. Well, let me tell you something. If you give that to God, He'll heal you of what you're dealing with. A clean heart sees God more clearly and hears Him more intimately. See, He wants a relationship with you. He wants you to absolutely have a relationship to where you can tell Him anything. If you're having trouble to get through an addiction, ask Him about it. Hey, how do I overcome this? You say, well, I can't talk to God about that. Why? He knows. He knows everything about you. There's not one secret He knows. And He is the solution to your problems. He is a solution to the things that are going wrong in your life. He'll help you. I promise you. Hey, TikTok, glad to have you all tuned in today. And here's the third thing. There's a daily thing that we have to do, and that's surrender, surrender, surrender. True strength does not come before we surrender. The strength that we have from God is going to come into us when we surrender. True strength doesn't come before surrender. It flows from it. Strength flows from surrender. Say that 3 times. Strength flows from it. And it works. It really does. Man, I'm telling you the right thing. God doesn't renew from the outside. He renews the inside out. He's going to change you because what is inside of you will inside of your spirit comes out. And you'll see it. And so as you allow God to do something in you, then people are going to see the outward appearance of God in you. And it works every time. So if you're really carnal, and I know we can blow it, but if you're really carnal, and it's like you're flipping people off, and yeah, I love Jesus, I'm flipping people off, and that person got their buggy in front of you at Kroger and you cussed them. Well, yeah, you got God all over you, don't you? You really do. You're the poster child of Christianity. God doesn't want to renew your outside. He wants to renew the inside. That will change the outside. A right spirit gives you the strength to stand, love, forgive, and persevere. You say, well, I can't do it on my own. No, you can't. You can't do it on your own. But just like the background today, you can't walk around with your head in the clouds either. A right spirit gives you the strength to stand and to love. You say, well, I can't love that person. They hurt me. They cheated on me. They violated me. Well, with God, all things are possible, and you can love again. But you have to give that resentment to Him. Give that hardship to Him, that struggle to Him. Would you do it right now? Would you say, Father, I'm miserable. I cannot handle this anymore, and I need you to take it from me. I give it to you. I give the resentment. I give the hurt. I give the frustration. I give the guilt. I give it all to you because I can't carry it anymore. If you prayed that prayer, that simple prayer, there's a transformation that's taken place where you really mean it in your heart. And I tell you, if you're not saved today, if you're not where you need to be today, here's what you can do. You can say, Father, forgive me of my sins. I ask you to come into my life and live and use me for your kingdom, glory, and honor. If you prayed that prayer today, angels are rejoicing in heaven. Now begin your journey. And we can help you with your journey on the Pulse WV Live. And let me tell you some challenges, some things that I want you to do today and this week and next week, the whole 31 days. Pray Psalm 51:10 aloud each morning. Make it your daily surrender to God. And then write down one area of your life that you're holding on to real tight and give it to God in prayer. And then the third thing is this. Do one act of obedience today, even if it's small. Obedience opens a door to spiritual renewal. So surrender isn't a sign of weakness. It's a gateway to renewal. And when you let go, God takes over. And when God takes over, restoration begins. He loves you and He cares about you. Thanks for listening to the Pulse WV Live, a network that beats to the heart of God. And I'm your host, John Fowler. If you like to give to this ministry, we encourage you to do it. There's 3 different ways. You can text the word PULSE to 1-304-244-3187. You can go to thepulsechurch.com and give through PayPal, or mail your love gift to P.O. Box 141, Gasaway, West Virginia 26624. Before we go to the Pulse, or go to johnfowler.org, sign up for our newsletter. It's a monthly newsletter that will help you. There'll be some tidbits in there to get you through some things. And also, download the 31 Days of Healing Prayer. And this healing prayer also is a journey to physical, emotional, and spiritual wellness. It will help you. I promise you. Have a great day, everybody, and thanks for listening and watching the Pulse WV Live, a network that beats